So, the fun thing, I'm going to say fun thing, the interesting thing going on in the motorcycling, well, at least in the internet, social media side of, like, motorcycle community, is the Dancingmoto thing going on right now. Now, TLDR, if you don't know, Dancingmoto, who's a dancing biker, you know, goes on TikTok, dances in front of his bike at a gas station, whatever, blah, blah, blah. This is like probably a couple weeks ago now, by the time this is coming out. Ran from the cops in the rain on an R7 with no gear. So let's see here. I think the list of his like charges are, you know, no insurance, no license, no, or like a not correct tag or no tag for his bike, fleeing the police, you know, just everything, speed, like everything they could throw at him, right? A ton of stuff. So from this, the video of him crashing was out like immediately. So somebody, him, one of his friends or somebody had to have taken that and posted it almost immediately to get views and whatever. Now, when this started, he posted a picture of himself in the hospital, you know, life-threatening injuries, and a GoFundMe came out saying life-threatening injuries, you know, he was hit by the police and run over, and you can watch it in the video. He wasn't pitted, he was boxed. He ran into the side of a car. There was one stopping in front of him, and you know, it is what it is. If you're dumb enough to run from police in Georgia, who you know chase with no gear on an R7 in the pouring rain, you're highly unlikely to get away. Like, right? It's rain. You're not going to be going fast around corners and, you know, making time up, right? But the GoFundMe comes out, you know, says he has life-threatening injuries and he's still in the hospital and we don't know, blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm going to say this. If you want more context, more like in-depth to what's going on, if you go to TikTok, you go to a guy named Boosa Lifestyle. He's really into this right now. You know, he went to the hospital where the kid technically or supposedly was, and you know, went to look for him, wasn't there, and supposedly he spent one night in the hospital, then was released with minor injuries and road rash. Then was one night in the jail, police station, whatever, and bonded out for $5,000. Now, some of these could be a little off, whatever. I'm not super in depth into what like the actual dates are and whatnot, but like for all intents and purposes, he spent a night in the hospital, which would suck, obviously, if you run into the side of a bike or a car and then slide on the road in a compression shirt. But it's not like he's still in the hospital. It's not like he's got life-threatening injuries. It's not like he's, you know, in there with broken limbs, and as far as I know. But this is why I said this before. Like, this guy has 1 million followers on TikTok. So obviously monetized, obviously making money from it. Something like a few 4,000 or 5,000 on YouTube, so monetized there, making money there. I'm assuming he has an Instagram. I don't know about that, so future me will look and see if I can find the numbers for that. So I'm assuming he's making social media money, like enough to travel the country and live. So enough, right? You're doing social media to the point where that's your only job. You're at least making a living. Now, it might not be $1 million, but it's supposedly enough that you're doing okay to, you know, buy a new bike, travel the country, and whatever, right? Now, I don't remember where I saw this, but there's some like voice note or something that he supposedly sent to somebody that, you know, he doesn't have insurance and, you know, or doesn't have health insurance and all this stuff. And like, yeah, it sucks. the cost of that hospital stay is probably going to be expensive, even if it was only a night. The medical bills and the legal bills are going to be probably pretty goddamn expensive, right? You're fleeing from the police. I'm pretty sure that's a felony. I don't actually know because I don't do it, so I don't know the legality of everything, but fleeing, evading, speeding, you know, no license, no registration, you know, just tack on everything you want, right? So I feel bad for everyone who donated to this guy. I don't wish harm on him, you know, whatever. Like, hope he heals up fine and whatever, goes about his life. But the fact that he's using his platform of, you know, of a big creator to get his fans to pay for his mistakes, to me is scummy, right? Like, you're lying, supposedly lying, right? Supposedly lying to your fans, saying you're in the hospital in life-threatening condition with injuries that are horrible, and supposedly, you know, from what people have like actually gone and looked, you're out of the hospital and already out on bail. Like, and last time I looked or saw something, it was like $8 grand, $7,000, $8,000 in the GoFundMe. So like, he paid for his he's paid for his bail already with GoFundMe money, or, you know, would have. And I just, it's scummy as hell to me, right? Like, I've crashed, and yes, I will say I did wait to post a video of me crashing to YouTube so I could get some money back from it, right? Like, hey, everybody loves a crash video, I'll make some profit from it. But I never went for a GoFundMe. I never asked people to pay for my mistakes. Like, the fact that he ran from the police, you know, he made that decision, right, to run from the police, and then is wanting people to pay for it. Nah, man. And if you watch, you know who Matthew Woods is, the guy who's involved in like all the drama, right? Even he has come out and said, man, you've got to do better. Like, you're a 19-year-old kid and you've already ran from the police before, supposedly, like, told him that he did, and it's like, dude, you got to make better decisions. Actions have consequences, and especially stuff like this. Like, this isn't like, oops, you know, this is lasting kind of consequences. I'm assuming a lot of the stuff will get, like, I don't know, pled down, whatever, major fines and whatever it's gonna be, but still, like, and I know everybody has their own opinions on running from the police because, you know, whatever, that's on you. If you do it, that's fine, like, whatever, but if you're gonna choose to do that, you gotta own the mistakes. If you know, you gotta own the consequences of the actions that you're choosing to do, and not sit there and like ask your fans to pay for it, man. That to me is just, that to me is just scummy as hell. Especially if you're like actually lying. Like I said, there are people who have gone into this in depth more than I have. Like, the Booster Lifestyle guy literally drove to the hospital that he was supposedly at, asked around for it, went to the police station, went to like the local newspaper, and there was no like story about it. There was, you know, getting public records and stuff. Like, he actually did the work. And there's other people for this too, but you know, if you wanna really go in depth with it, you can just go on like TikTok and type in Dancingmoto, and you'll find out a bunch of videos and stuff. But man, it's just, I understand he's like 19, he's a kid, quote unquote, but I was never that dumb when I was 19. I'll just put that out there. I didn't run from the cops in, you know, the worst possible like environment, situation, and I don't know. You guys, comment down below, tell me what you think. Did you donate to it? Do you want to donate to it? Are you a fan of Dancingmoto? Am I pissing you off by talking about him? I don't know, whatever it is. Comment down below, tell me what you think. While you're down there, make sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the fun things this platform allows you to do, because it does really help me out, and I appreciate it. Hey, yeah, like season Harley baby. But it does really help me out, and I appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you later. Peace.